About half an hour after leaving Tibooburra, we left the Silver City Highway and headed towards Milparinka. Opposite the ruins is a dirt track that heads to Mount Shannon Homestead, and without further delay we drove off looking for the next point of interest. This journey has been labelled Sturt Steps, and for the most part follows the general area the expedition travelled through. As we drove south, we realised the car was our very own time machine. Erosion is constantly eating away the Cambrian rocks laid down some 542 million years ago.
We're just heading into Mount Brown Station now.
We pass plains studded with white quartz gibberstones, which had their beginnings during the Cretaceous period about 145 million years ago. Gates had to be opened and closed as the car passed from one property to another. That's another reason why I brought my son along. He was the official gatekeeper. And now we're heading on this track once again down south and winding our way through the bush. The scrub is very dry, but thank goodness the road is also dry.
So this is my job. My job is basically open up the gates. This is the point where Dad could potentially leave me for not writing down the coordinates properly. I always think that. But it's alright. Sometimes he stops, sometimes he drives further than I'd like him to, but please shut the gate. It's pretty cold out here. It's not even hot.
If we head in one direction, we're going to go back to the Silver City Highway. If we go in another direction, we're going to stick with this type of road for quite a few more kilometres to the last escape route that I've planned to use. And we've decided we're going to go down that track. So we're not heading for the Silver City Highway at this point in time. And Blue's gone for a wander. Okay, we're at Bincully. We've just gone through their property. We're looking for another intersection that's going to take us down to Yalka.
How's your journey?
Journey so far is excellent. Excuse me,
Navigate the track.
navigate through another creek crossing.
You did it well.
But the road has been mixed. We've had some sandy patches, very bumpy patches as well. The track seems to be a wide range of different conditions. We're going through some sandy stuff now, but before we was going through the Gibber Plains, and while we were going through that, it was very rocky. But I love the sand. Sand's always, there's not too many corrugations while we're going through the sand. The landscape hasn't changed in the last 75 kilometres when we left Milparinka.
I am surprised. I haven't seen any cars at all.
Nope.
And the goats weren't friendly, they just ran away.
More goats.
We only saw one vehicle that day. We managed to get a tracking view of the farmer's vehicle as it travelled down a side track, I assume to Pincali Homestead. Between the T-junction and the Silver City Highway, there's an 18-kilometre stretch of very flat ground, broken up by one outcrop of rock not far off the track. We decided to stop and investigate the far side, and as you would expect, found more flat landscape, and prepared to do a 360-degree panorama, while Reese wandered off to do another piece to camera. We spent a fair amount of time on that ridge, taking photos and appreciating this landscape that has its own beauty.
And what I learned on this journey was a certain amount of appreciation for the desert, more so than I ever got before. I still can't figure out the mentality of these explorers. I can't decide if they were brave or stupid. At what point do you decide there's an inland sea out here? At what point do you turn back and go, right, we can't do this? Complicated enough to warrant walking out into this place. And I need to do more research on these people because I can't understand it. I have no idea.
I'm sure we will do another trip together, but not to the corner country. I think at last I can tick that area off my bucket list.